Hey there, today we're going to show you how to make ensaymadas and cheese rolls using one recipe. The first step is the most crucial step to make your ensaymadas or your breads really soft, and they call this in the internet or in the baking world the water roux or the Tangzhong method. I'm not sure if I said that right. Tangzhong? Anyway, it's just a quarter cup of flour dissolved into a half cup of water and then slowly cooked in low heat to become a paste-like texture. Just like so. Now we're gonna set this aside to cool and we move over to the dry ingredients. For this recipe, we have about 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, and to this we're gonna add white granulated sugar, about 1/4 cup, 2 teaspoons of instant dry yeast, and a teaspoon of salt. Mix it a little bit, and then we're gonna add 1/2 cup of milk and 1 large beaten egg. And then remember that water roux that we made in the beginning of this video? We're gonna mix that to this as well. This type of dough is really sticky and wet, and so I prefer to use a stand mixer with a dough attachment to knead. And I start by using the low setting on the stand mixer, and I gradually increase until the dough comes together. And then slowly or gradually we are going to be adding pieces of our 1/4 cup of butter, unsalted butter, to the dough. And once you see the ingredients all incorporated together, you can increase the speed to the maximum. You know that the dough is ready once it looks smooth and it's cleaned up the bottom of the bowl. Transfer your dough into an oiled bowl and leave it for an hour or an hour and a half until it has risen to double in size at least. Now is the fun part, we get to assemble the dough. So remove the dough from the bowl, punch out the gas, and divide it as equally as you can. I'm not very good at that, so I just eyeball everything in here. Now I divided my dough into 2 parts because the first part I'm going to be using for my cheese rolls. Get a piece of dough, flatten it, and then put a slice of cheese, preferably the quick melt cheese, and then roll it as you would a spring roll, and then seal the edges in by pinching the ends, and then let it rest for half an hour or an hour until it fluffs up. And for the ensaymada, we are going to do the same thing. We are going to flatten the piece of dough just like so, and we're going to roll until we make like a long log, a mini baby log. It's really up to you how you want to shape this, but because this is what we're used to, we're going to swirl it around just like so. Some actually make this on a muffin tin or a cupcake tin. It's up to you. I don't think there are rules to eat what you like, so shape it however you want. As long as it's edible, it's gonna turn out good, I promise you. Let's have a look at how we do it again one last time. Just keep rolling until you form a log and swirl it around. Some people make heart shapes as well, or pretzel shapes. Oops. There you go, ensaymada. Just like the cheese roll, we're gonna let it rest for a while, and once it's all fluffed up just like this, we're gonna brush some milk on top for the cheese rolls. And for the ensaymada, we put egg wash, which is egg yolk, salt, and a little bit of milk. And we are gonna pop this in a preheated oven at 175 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. While they're still hot, fresh from the oven, spread some butter on top till they melt, and we're gonna do the same for the ensaymadas as well. And once they've cooled down, we're going to spread room temperature butter, unsalted butter on top with a knife, bread knife, a spatula, it depends on you, I find that this bread knife gives that look that's really pretty, and same for the ensaymadas. Let's do that again one more time because this looks so satisfying for me. Now we're gonna roll these babies into granulated white sugar. Oh god, they look so pretty, don't they? I could just eat one right now. So there you go. That is the finished look for the cheese rolls. Now for the ensaymadas, we're gonna do the same. And for the final touches, we're going to grate cheddar cheese on top. And that's it! That's your ensaymada and cheese roll in one recipe. Enjoy!